Let's go.
Music so sensual. I'm shocky, you say Al Qaeda, baby dancing for me.
What up guys, this is Charlie from Spearfishing TZ and I'm here to share with you my latest gun. Alright guys, before we start this video I just wanted to say that I do not have my my bungee on the end with the pigtail swivel because at the moment I'm not at the coast and so they're in the freezer so I can preserve them and so they don't rot. And then also my gorilla bands, as you can see, they're not in because the same reason, I don't want them rotting while I'm not at the coast. Alright, thanks and stay tuned. This is the Riffe Competitor 2S, which is a Padauk gun. A little bit about Padauk is it's an African bloodwood. It's a hardwood and it's non-laminated. So in the case of this gun, it's one solid piece of wood and like I said, it's a hardwood, so it's very anti-warping. The wood is really beautiful and has a nice grain on it, and if you oil it up and keep it really and maintain it well, then the wood is going to last a long time. A little bit about the gun. The 2S stands for Standard Series, which is the series with the threaded tip on the end, which I'll show you later, and also it's 110 centimeters long. Okay, so let's start with the handle and the trigger mechanism. So what's really nice about Riffe is that their trigger mechanism is all inox and stainless steel, and so it's very corrosion resistant and it's going to last you a long time and you're paying for quality. The trigger is full stainless steel, as you can see right here, and so it has a really nice click. The safety is on, so I'm not going to show you that right now. If you move onto here, we have a hole in the back for attaching a if you're going to be using a float line, you can attach it here. This extra section of the gun is not added in the total length, so it's going to be a little longer. This is really good for hip loading, and this is a really comfortable rubber buttstock. Line mechanism release is also stainless steel. If we have a look here, you can see that there are two tabs on the top for the 3 bands that are attached to the front. This gun uses 14mm gorilla bands and you can use 3 at once. The shaft is an 8mm shaft, which means it's very heavy, but with heavy there's a lot of punch on the end of it and it's like a bazooka. Okay, moving on to the other side. This is the new Riffe safety mechanism. And so it's just easy switch on, switch off, just basic. Moving towards the back of the gun, the front of the gun, sorry. We can see here, the band slot can contain 3 bands maximum. I don't think you can get another one in there. Easy, you buy the bands pre-made, they slide straight in, nice and simple, 14mm bands. More stainless steel mechanisms here and here. Very long lasting and really a lot of quality on the guns. So if we move on to the tip, you can see that Riffe has provided a double flopper interchangeable spear tip, which can be changed to Riffe's new ice pick slip tip. And so this is really nice to have a spear tip that is interchangeable. So once again, it's an 8mm, so if you're looking to upgrade, you're going to be looking at 8mm spear heads. Moving on, this gun is really good for mid-water and moving to a bit more towards blue water and off the reefs. The spear is really big, so if you're going to be doing reef work, I would recommend going to a bit smaller spear so that you don't risk damaging it. When working around the reefs, I would recommend loading up 1 to 2 bands because you don't want to damage the spear hitting into rocks and stuff. Okay, thanks guys. So I recently purchased this gun from spearfishing.co.uk. I highly recommend them. The gun was really cheap. I think in America this gun costs about $400 roughly. I bought it from spearfishing.co.uk, so in England, and this gun cost me a total of around $200, which is amazing to buy a rifle for that price. So the types of fish that you're going to be shooting with this gun are going to be stuff like tuskies, so like big wrasse. If you can get close enough to them to moo, and you're professional enough to get to them, moo, snapper, rock cod, grouper, that kind of stuff. Maintaining the gun, it's not so difficult. Just give it a good oil, get some WD-40 on the trigger mechanism and stuff. Take the tip off and make sure that the tip is nice and oiled up so it doesn't seize. And that's it for today, guys. Really recommend the gun. Hope you guys get a chance to use one of these, and thanks.